channel, Love Your Handcrafts by BMW. This is Brenda, so I'm back again. So, getting, enjoying the series, let's put it this way. So let's see what is in our crafty advent calendar today. Just a little recap. I think we're on past day 8, so we're getting there, man. Oh, pretty soon this is gonna be over, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. So we're gonna head to day 9. Let me bring that up. So there we go. So day 9. See what we got in here. Let's see what we got. And for day 9, sequence. I got sequence. I was not expecting that. Day 9 is sequence. Holy cow. Wow. I got sequence for day 9. Trying to think. Could I combine day 9 with something else? Because all I got is sequence. Purple sequence. Iridescent sequence. Interesting. Was not expecting that. That's a surprise. I got a thought. It's coming. Okay, let's hold that thought. I'm going to bring you back when I gather all of the supplies so I can use this sequence. Okay, so I think I figured it out. I am going to bring back this tag. I'm going to make this a shaker for the bits. Where did I put the shaker bits? I put everything else. Where did they go? Did I put them up? Okay, well, I put the shaker bits down somewhere in my craft room and then I lost them. So let me go find them. Well, day 9 has been very interesting. I found them. They were right on my desk. I don't know what I overlooked them, obviously. So, okay, so shaker window. So this is a tag that I've used before. So I'm going to make this into a flat shaker tag with a shaker. I'm going to pull in the flowers from day 2 or 3. I think it's day 5. Yeah, day 5. I'm sorry, day 5. So since they're purple, so imagine that. And then I thought I was going to do a poly glaze, this flower background. I have a choice. I could use something like this, like the background for the back of the tag. But I think I'm going to do the poly glaze and turn that into the background just because I want to. But I could use this. So this is a contender. And then for the front, oh, this is not open. I thought I had one that was open. I'm going to use this ombre one. I think I'm going to use that one for the front of the tag. Like the cover of the tag. Yeah. So I'm going to use that. I think I'm going to use this one. So that's going to be the front of the tag, so the outline. So it'll be this part right here. So that's going to be out of that. And then I'm going to cut the base of this using white cardstock, and I'm going to make a well. So I'm going to cut this out once on the camera, and then I'll do it offline. But I've got some scraps that I didn't come out right, so I'm going to use this because it's pretty thick to build up the base for the well for the shaker bits. And then in the inside, my idea being is in the inside of the tag is to lay out some of these flowers. Another head cut out. And then if I need more greenery, I've just brought the set back. Okay, that's the plan. So let's get executing it. I'm going to go ahead and do this one first. And then I got to go find a window. I think I have some plastic somewhere to make the shaker window. But it's just going to be real rudimentary. It's not going to be anything fancy. But I do need to cut this down to make the front of the tag, which is going to be kind of pretty. Don't know why I picked purple, but for my flower, but I thought, oh, that would be great. That would be lovely. So yeah, I'm running around like a loon. I could not find this particular tag set. I overlooked it, and I was running around like a mad woman trying to find it, and then I was looking for the sequence, and it was right in front of my face on the other side of the desk. So it's just day 9 challenges. Just day 9. I think that's day 9. Yeah, day 9. Yep, day 9. Because the other day was day 8, so I gotta make sure. Okay, so you've seen me do this before. So I'm gonna do one, and then I'm gonna come back so I don't make this really long. And yay! This is gonna be really pretty. I've used this die set before, so and it's one of my faves. Oh, I think I'm missing something. Yeah, I am. Okay, so that cut that out. Isn't that pretty? That cut that out. So when I'm gonna hang on to this because that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? Stick that on there. You can always use that for something else. But I'm gonna put that in there, and then I'm gonna hang on to this because I need to make a little roundy bob thing, but I'll find that. I'm gonna plug up my fuse machine. So I'm gonna move this out the way so you can see me do some poly glaze from Gina Gay. I'm gonna use this. I chose this jelly bean green color because it's like a green yellow, so it should really pair well with the purple. Let's put this back up. Whoop. Stick that there. So I'm just sticking these in my trays. Yeah, so you'll have them. So I'm gonna put this away. Stick trays up over here. My trays are just slightly off camera. Okay, so out the white. Hang on to the white, because that's going to be next. Hang on to that. Put it over there. Let's do, so for the fuse, let me turn my fuse machine on. This is what I got. I got the amethyst fuse. I think this was like an introductory color. She has it in white now, but it doesn't bother me. Oh, I got to turn it on. And put it up to number 3. So I'm going to put this off to the side while it's heating up. It won't take long. And then I have my plastic carrier sheet right here that I'm going to put that in. And we will use this. I've never used this one. I don't think I've ever used this either. Let's do this. I'm so sick of these. Let's cut that off. So I'm going to use some packaging like this, like from here, to make my shaker window. Yeah, save that packaging, man. It really comes in handy. For shaker cards. So I'm pretty sure I've got a stash of that. Okay. That's going to be cute. You're not going to see a lot of it, but I'll know what's back there, and then you'll know it's back there. And then we'll pull this out. And my fuse is heating up on the other side. It's just doing its thing. Yeah, I think I said, I can't remember what day I said I was going to do poly glaze. So I'm doing poly glaze. Something different. Like I said, I get to use all the stuff that I purchased for the year. Put this in the trash. Don't get caught on anything. And then we'll just take out, oh, you should put those scissors back up too soon. I'm just going to take out a piece. And whatever I don't use, I can use in something else. Because I have a thought. Although I don't have all her colors. I have most, oh, it just beeped. I have most of Gina Kate colors in her inks. So I have a thought. So I'm going to polyglaze the whole thing first. So I'm just going to use my scissors to cut this bad boy up. That popped open. If you measure it right, you should be able to get 2 out of this one sheet. Oh, there's something on there. I'm just going to start. We've already had this discussion from they can't cut straight. Okay, yeah, that's going to be pretty nice. Put this back up. Safety first. Put this back in this little pouch. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Hey, I'm going to have a green, yellowy green flower, and that's okay with me because it's more about the background than anything. I'm going to follow Gina's. I got handprints all over that. Okay, little off-brand Swiffer thing. Dust that off. I'm going to dust this off. Put that in there like that. I'm going to dust this off. This is brand new. My desk is a little dirty. So dust all that off. Okay. Put this in like so. Right at the top. Very clever. It's all staticky now. That was supposed to be a... Yeah, there you go. Make sure it's all covered, like right. Bring in my fuse. And then we'll run it through until it catches. It's just like a laminator. Basically, it is a fancy laminator. But heat dials across the top. And I put it on setting 3. I think my babies are trying to come in. Oh. Oh. Boop, boop, boop. It's coming out the other side. Alright, so this is where I would say if you had more foiling, go ahead and do it now. But I'm only doing this one thing. Like if I was going to foil more stuff, I'd do it now. Because it's like I said, you already have it out and going. So you might as well just continue on with it. I'm going to reveal that at the end. Let that cool off a little bit. Let me get some of this white. So you can use some foam strips, but I'm just going to build this up with a couple of layers of white cardstock. So that should work. Hopefully I should be able to get 2 out of here, I think. But that's okay. I got more. I cut off a couple of strips. Because this is pretty thick cardstock, so maybe 3 or 4 white ones will make a layer. Okay. Now if I want to, I can dust the background with the like ink the background and make it ink resist with the foiling. But we'll see. So that's layer 1. Good use of scraps. I don't think I have enough. So, good use of scraps right now. This will be 2. Put that up there. 2. We could take that off in a minute. Let me get this next one done. This has been my best friend. This little workhorse right here. You don't even really have to make this into a shaker. This is pretty neat as is. But we're going to make it into a flat shaker. Could do a shaker pouch. You could do a whole lot of stuff with this. So I've got 2 so far. So building up a layer. This will be the very top layer right here. Oh, I got some overfoiling. I don't know why I'm getting overfoiling. I must be doing something wrong. It has to be, but I've got some white, just some overfoiling. I don't know if you can see it. I've never had that happen before, so I don't know. But let's cut this down. So now I need to decide. No, I'm not sure. Let me see. Let's do a little preview. A little preview if I like it. Oh, that's going to be pretty. I may not even have to use any of the flowers. I could just use the purple thing, the sequence, and that would be pretty. So you're going to decide how you want to cut that out. So I'm just looking at the frame. If I get all of that in. Oh, that's darling. Yeah, you could actually color the leaves in. You can actually watercolor on that. It's a thought. It's actually a thought, but I'm not going to do that. I might do it on the other side. Okay, so that's kind of sort of what I want. Where I want that. See how I got that all framed in? Can go up. Alright, so I kind of sort of know how I want it. Oops, turn it to the back. So I can get a little bit more and I'm assured that I'm going to get all of that. Okay, good deal. Good deal. I'm going to now cut it. Yeah, let's just cut it. We'll go for it. Okay, did pretty good. Oh, that's going to be lovely. Yay! It's going to be lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let me turn it the right way. So, yeah. Lovely, lovely. It's a shame and most of that's going to be covered. But you can see how this would make a lovely background, too. You know, just with the poly glaze. I'm still thinking. I think I'm going to do what I think I'm going to do. But I'm going to practice on that other one just to see if I like it. I got a thought. You always have a thought, Brenda. Always have a change in plan. Oh my God, come on, dude. Work with me. I don't have any tape over here. So I really need to bring some tape. But usually I can get it where I want it. Like that's coming off the edge. I'm sorry, y'all. You're watching me struggle on the struggle bus today. On the struggle bus today. That's what happens when you're stubborn and you don't bring tape. Because if I could tape it down, then this wouldn't be shifting as much. But I am nothing if not stubborn. So we're going to make it work. And if it just shifts in my... Yep. If it shifts like I need it to shift, then I'd be happy. Maybe if I do it that way. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yep. Just have to outmaneuver. Keep maneuvering. Okay. Do-do-do. 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 Go back. Make sure it's all done. Yay, that's going to be so lovely. It's a backdrop to the sequence. This is the star of the show right here. This is definitely the star. So I'm going to playing onto that. Put that over there. So this is kind of what my idea was. So I got two of these, make that pretty substantial. I'm going to cut out some more of these to make the well. And let's do this, because I want this to be pretty thick. So I got two of those, and then I'm going to cut out some more of these to make the shaker well. Just one more to pop it up. But isn't that darling? With the little sequence. If I wanted to. Oh, what I'm thinking of doing is, let's see, I have this purple brush. If I had any ink on there, it's just to ink around the purple. I had enough on here. Or I could do some watercolor, but I think I'm gonna leave it alone. But I don't know if you can see that, just that hint of purple. So I could do just a touch of purple around this flower. Just a subtle. Just ever so slightly. Because whatever left on here. And you can barely see the purple. I might have to go grab some, but I can barely see it on there. But that's pretty good. Alright. Okay. Let's do one more of these. Use two of those. Just to build that up a little. So I got two in the back, and I have three in the front. Just to make it substantial. And I'm going to stack them up. This is exciting. We put that back in there. Don't want to lose it. Ooh, but no, I need something. Oh, I need something flat. I was thinking I could put something in there, but I need something flat. Alright, we're going to hang on to this. This makes good scraps. So now I'll build up the frame a little. Right? I'll do one more if I can. I'll build up the frame, and then I can probably just use one of these in the back just to make that poly glaze a little more substantial. Just to have it raised up a little, so I can put the, I'm going to glue these two together, and then I can glue down the shaker bit. See if this will work. Curses. Alright, let me tidy up a little bit, and then I'll go grab one more thing of white that I have in my stash. And we'll be back. I can use this for another project. Don't throw away these pieces. They're always good for another project. Oh, never mind. I have to go anywhere. I had some right here. Hey, it's already ready. Thought I had to go to the other side of the craft room, but I did not. I was thinking this one's got a smudge on there. Brenda cannot cut straight. Yay! I just need a couple. But I will have to stop the video, but I beg your pardon, I forgot to grab. I'm looking around. And if I have any packaging, because you never know when you have packaging hanging around. Oh, you stinker. Really? You stinker. There we This has got some texture to it. Okay, perfect. I got about 3 of those. Don't think I need to make this any thicker because it's a flat shaker, so it's not, I mean, it's not going to be a lot. Okay, so let me pause. Put that in there. That up. Clean up a little. Let's put this guy in there so I don't want to lose it. Let me pause. And I still got some more die cutting to do, but let me go grab the packaging so I can make a shaker window for that. And I will see you in a few. Okay, so I found the packaging. So I'm going to cut this up to turn this into my cover for my shaker window, so it won't take too long. Just going to, so I say use your packaging because this will be really, like, keep your packaging. I've been hoarding it and keeping it. I don't keep all of it all of the time, but I try to remember to hang on to it. So I can have this for shakers. It's a lot. I mean, they're already sending it to you, and you've already been paid for the packaging, so you might as well use it. So I'm going to cover, no, I like that part. Okay, nope, I like this color. I like that part. So I'm going to cover this. Just going to make sure I cut off enough. Now you can use score tape, but I think I'm just going to use, I could use tape runner. I think that's what I'll end up using. So let me go grab that. Just so I won't have anything splatting out. As a matter of fact, if I put it, I'll have a little bit more. Yeah, I put it right here. So I'm just going to put tape runner around the perimeter. So this is just that way I'll have a base for that, and then I'll just trim around it. Okay. Yeah, move it down. I don't need to cover the hole, just to have enough to cover the window. Ooh, being all persnickety about it, and it doesn't have to be that persnickety, Brenda. But I just want to make sure I get it good coverage, you know? Yeah, you guys can see what I'm doing. I didn't put the, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm just pressing down. I didn't put the, I think this is repositional. And then what I'm going to do is, did I do that right? I could put it in between. Did I do that right? I think I did that right. Because what I'll do is glue this down, put my little shaker bits, and put that on top. Yes. Okay. Yeah, just making sure I did it right. If you have a better way, let me know. It could go either way, I'm assuming. And that's why I didn't go all the way to the edge of this, because I knew I needed to cut some off, but not too much where the shakers could fall out. You know, but just enough. Make sure I don't think I have to turn it this way. This is my little shaker window. I'll just flip that up. This is some big honking scissors, man. Got it close to my eye. Alright. Let's pull you up. I just need you to come off the edge. Okay. Well, apparently, smaller scissors for that. It's pretty honking. Yeah, I gotta have the right tool for the right job. I just need it not to be showing, that's all. Be mindful that you don't cut off that. Okay, check a window down. Okay, okay. So I glued the back to this already. I glued that there. Now you can of course put a sentiment right here, and I might find a sentiment strip, but that's what it's gonna look like. And now I'm gonna load it up with some shaker bits. Not a lot. Last time I did the shaker bits, I'm gonna glue this down first. Let's do that. And then I can glue that around that. But let's get that glued in, because I did glue up 2 of these. I want to say, does that seem high enough, y'all? Does that seem thick enough? Let me look. Is that thick enough for a deep well? No, we'll see. Maybe I'll come back and do one more. Let's get that set up. I could do one more. See how it's got a little lip right in there? Oh, that's pretty. I was going to use some I'm going to have to cover that. That looks weird. I'm going to have to cover that. I didn't turn it the right way, so I will cover that up. I think I want to do one more of these. One more of these white ones. And I just so happen to have it just for comfort, just so I'm comfortable. I was going to do some ink blending on that, but I decided to leave it well enough alone. No need to complicate the matter. So, got another thing of white. So my mind is saying, one more, Brenda, do 3 layers, one more. So that's what I'm going to do. It's screaming at me. One more, one more, one more. What's it gonna hurt? Can't hurt anything. So let's do one more. You could put a sequence in the center of the flower, which I might end up doing, just to keep one there of that. So center sequence, pop one in there. That should work, since it's kind of flat. On the center. All right, let's glue one more to this frame. Then I'll be happy. I think I'll be happy. I think. Nothing like crafting on the fly. I'm thoroughly enjoying these projects. I am absolutely enjoying them. Now that made a little bit deeper pocket. I can't say that I'm not. I am enjoying every bit of them. All right, last time I put a whole heaping hunk of them in here. I am going to be more cautious and not drop so many in there. What I'm thinking is I'm going to use one of these small ones and just stick that in there. It will always be in there. So that's what I'm going to do in a minute. I'm going to get some of these all the way around in there. Not too many. Just get them all spread out before I attach that. And I think I'm going to use, I know I'm going to use liquid glue, and I think I'm going to use a tape runner too. Could do a little bit of both. Now technically you could have put it on top of here. It doesn't matter. It's just how I did it. I'll put that sequence right in the center. dropsies, man. Day 9. Day 9, you're giving me the drops. You know, after a long day. Oops. Put it right in the center, right there. Boop. That will always be there no matter when you shake it. Day 9 challenge. Do I need more? Do I think I need more? A little bit, just a little bit, just a tad more. And then you decide how much you want to put in here. I don't want it to be too full, you can't see the background. Okay, I keep losing crap on my desk. It is really easy to do. Oh, where did it go? Where did I put it? So I caught myself putting it up out the way so it wouldn't get crushed. And then I've hidden it from myself. Found it. Like I said, day 9 is giving me all kind of challenges. There we go. That's the window. Okay. Let me still see some stuff sticking out on the side, so that's going to bother me. So let's just trim this bad boy. Yay. I think I'm good. Okay. So I am going to put down, like again, a little bit of tape runner, and try not to jostle those. If I have any left. Yeah, I do. Try not to jostle those shaker bits. And then I'm going to put some liquid glue there as well. Just a couple of dots to keep it from oozing out. Okay, and then I'm going to get the bottom lined up really well. So I can line, and I put the liquid glue on there so I could push this around as needed. Just in case I didn't get it all lined up, like I did not. And then what you can do, I probably should have lined up the hole. Let's do that better. That'll be better. Let's do the hole. There we go. Whoop. There we go. There we go. And then what you can do to cover up the white, I'm going to have to cover the back up. Didn't know, I'm glad I caught that. See? Nice little shaker. And then that little one will stay in there. Oh, these little shaker bits. Yay! What you can do, let me get this one sorted. So I didn't turn it the right way, so that was my mistake. I didn't notice it when I was gluing it on. That was the white wasn't showing. So let's glue this one on. This is a pretty substantial tag. You can take, I'm going to take some purple marker to cover up some of the white. You can do that, or you can leave it white. I'm just going to go around the edge. And I might, you know what? I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I like it. This is just a alcohol marker, and then you can just, yeah, okay, yeah, I do like it. Just go over some of that white. This wasn't so dang thick, but it'll be good. It'll be fine. Oh no, I screwed that up. Okay, I gotta cover that up with a sentiment. I usually do it this way, so I usually do it on the back. It's my mistake. Cover that up with a something there. Don't know what the something is. But we'll figure it out. It's only a tag. Yeah, I'll find something to cover that. I'm sure I have a sentiment somewhere. Oh, wow. But if you don't look at that, it looks great. And then I just kind of covered the white up. That's my day 9 tag. Yeah, with the subtle purple and the ombre. Oh, it turned out really pretty. And then the jelly bean green with the green and the yellow kind of foiling. Hey, I'll fix that. Ooh, speaking of fixing, just got a thought. Let's see if we can use that purple flower to fix the outside of that. So, or how about this one? That one's too big. How about that guy right there? That'll fix it. And if that was not big enough, no, I think I like that. That'll fix most of that. And if I get a stem, yay! See? Look. That'll fix her. Look at that. Never know it's there. If I get a little green stem, you'll never know it's there either. Yay! See? And I can use a sequence or... Oh, and I got that to cover that up too. That'll be pretty. I wish I had that in yellow. All I have is this in yellow. That would be pretty. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. We'll do that. Right in the corner. Bring it out. That's the solution. And then I won't even matter about that. But that's the solution. There we go. Okay, now I'm done. Fixing your mistakes and using what you have. So please like, subscribe, comment. This will support the channel, and I am on to day 10, so I'll see you next time for day 10.